America will stand with its ally Israel, and I, along with my colleagues here, will lead the effort in the United States Senate to provide Israel with the support required to fully defend itself from this monstrous attack.
Help is on the way for Israel. That is the message from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer today. Schumer led a bipartisan group of senators into the embattled country this weekend, and that group actually had to be rushed to a shelter to wait out rockets sent by Hamas. Well, Schumer is now asserting the Senate will push through a military aid package as soon as possible. NewsNation correspondent Kellie Meyer has the latest on this and other American efforts to help in the war against Hamas. Kellie?
Hey there, Natasha. That's right. The Senate Majority Leader is hoping to get this through in the coming weeks, and he's hoping to have such immense bipartisan support that it puts pressure on those in the House to get it done.
And at this moment, we say to Israel, you are not alone.
In a sign of solidarity and support, U.S. senators on the ground in Tel Aviv today, meeting with the American families who lost loved ones. Several Americans are still unaccounted for, some still being held hostage by Hamas.
One family said, it's hard to imagine that the good news, the news that makes you happy, is that your terribly wounded son is now alive being held captive in Gaza, because the alternative is that he is dead.
The senators getting a taste of what life has been like in Israel. The press conference delayed after the delegation was rushed into a shelter to wait out rockets overhead from Hamas. The scare emphasizing the senators' push for Congress to act on an aid package.
We will work with the Israeli government and the Biden administration to assemble the most generous package possible.
This as the U.S. continues to surge support to Israel, including munitions to replenish its Iron Dome intercepting hits from Hamas. Today, the USS Eisenhower carrier strike group sailing towards the eastern Mediterranean, joining the USS Ford, adding more manpower off of Israel as a warning to anyone else looking to get involved. Today, Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Egypt working to prevent the conflict from widening.
What I've heard from virtually every partner was a determination, a shared view that we have to do everything possible to make sure this doesn't spread to other places. A shared view to safeguard innocent lives.
Blinken working with Egypt's president to open the Rafah crossing to get civilians out and humanitarian aid in, as the Biden administration continues to relate to Israel to abide by the laws of war and protect civilian life. President Biden speaking to the urgent humanitarian crisis in a speech this weekend.
Innocent Palestinian families, and the vast majority have nothing to do with Hamas. They're being used as human shields.
And we're learning, Natasha, that the Senate is set to hold an all-senators classified briefing later this week with top cabinet officials doing the briefing. That includes the Defense Secretary and the Secretary of State. And the Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, who you saw there, is actually returning to Israel tomorrow. Natasha.
And Kellie, the House of Representatives has been without a speaker for more than a week now. Speaker Kevin McCarthy, of course, was ousted. Steve Scalise dropped out of the running. And it does appear now that Jim Jordan is the new front runner. What are you hearing? Will Jim Jordan likely become the next House Speaker? And if not, how long of a road until that role is filled?
That is the big question here in Washington, Natasha, one that everyone is asking, as there is a lot to get done, including that aid to Israel, where they'll need the House to have a speaker to get that through. Jordan is hoping to set up a vote on this on Tuesday. Right now, he's been making calls over the weekend to try and shore up his support for that vote on Tuesday. But right now, it looks as though he doesn't have those votes to become House Speaker. And it is possible, because it comes down to the math on Tuesday, that if he doesn't have the support, it could go to someone like Hakeem Jeffries, who is a Democrat. Natasha.
Okay. Kellie Meyer live for us in Washington, D.C. tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.